Known for having a top 5 net worth in the world, Warren Buffett has always been one of those dudes. One of the best investors in US history, if not the world's history. He has always gone with his gut feeling, and his gut feeling has definitely played a part in the role. He also credits his luck for getting him to the position he's at. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the Business Central. This is JT here. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe before the video begins. If you do this, you have a chance at being shouted out in a future video. But enough of that talk. I want to get into some of the reasons why Warren Buffett is one of the wealthiest people in the world and some secrets that he's gotten to become a successful entrepreneur. One is pretty obvious, but never lose money. Warren Buffett's number one piece of advice for this past year is one he follows closely as he can. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. It's very simple and very cutthroat. This rule applies readily to investing. If you're working from a loss, it's much harder to get back to where you started, let alone earn gains. If you lose money that you've already earned, that's fine. But if you don't earn money and you end up losing money, it's very hard to get that money back and then not lose it as well, as the pattern in traditional wise has shown you back in history that it's not going to go ahead and rise. If anything, it's going to go ahead and drop every single day. So what you got to do with your money is treat it like your soldiers. He says also, and he's copied a lot of the stuff Kevin O'Leary says, I guess great minds think alike, that your money is like your soldiers. You send them every day out to fight battles for you. If they don't come back, they've died, you lost your money. But if they come back and multiply and bring prisoners of war, you've succeeded. Next is get high value at a low price. Everyone loves a good deal, right? That's why stores like Walmart and also Costco that likes to bundle things together for low, cheap prices, and everyone loves those things. Never lose money is an even smarter rule when paired with another Buffett principle such as this. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get, however, Buffett wrote in a 2008 Berkshire Hathaway shareholder letter. Losing money can happen when the price you're paying doesn't match the value of what you're getting. Like when you're playing and paying high interest on a credit card debt or spending on items you'll rarely use. Instead, be like Buffett and practice frugality by looking for opportunities to get more value at a lower price. Whether we're talking about socks or stocks, I like buying quality merchandise when it's marked down. He's exactly right. Doesn't matter how much money you have. To be honest, he could spend like $1 million each day until the day he dies and still have tons of money left over. But he doesn't, because he knows he has to save for future generations and his family. And as well, it's just the principle that you can never shake, and it's a great one to have and stand by. Form healthy money habits, one of his biggest rules. Most behavior is habitual, Buffett said in a 2007 address at the University of Florida. And they say that the chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Let that sink in. Habits are changeable, but the earlier you start, the better. He says, I think the biggest mistake is not learning the habits of saving properly early, because saving is a habit. Buffett said, pay attention to money habits and work to strengthen those that help your finances and break those that hurt your finances. It's very simple, very cutthroat, and it should get through a lot of people's heads. Lastly is avoid debt, especially credit card debt. Building a good credit score is essential when you want to buy stuff in the future like a house, a car, or even apply for a loan. Also, Warren Buffett built his wealth by getting interest to work for him instead of working to pay interest. He says, if you can get your money to work for you while you're sleeping, then you'll never work another day in your life. If you have to work while you're awake and your money doesn't work while you're sleeping, you're going to keep working until the day you die. He says, I've seen more people fail because of liquor and leverage. Leverage being borrowed money, Buffett said in a 1991 speech at the University of Notre Dame. You really don't need leverage in this world much. If you're smart, you're going to make a lot of money without borrowing. Buffett is especially wary of credit cards. His advice is to avoid them altogether. Interest rates are very high on credit cards. Buffett once said in a news release, sometimes they're 18 to 20%. If he borrowed money at 18 or 20%, he'd be completely broke. This is an essential principle, and even though you need a credit to build a credit score, you got to go ahead and at least be wary of some of these deals a lot of these income taxes are offering. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to smack a huge thumbs up on it. It means the world to us. You guys are continuing to support us through this journey. Guys, I'm signing off, and as always, see y'all later.